friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Melissa or Missa. Welcome. Today I'm going to sit down and answer some of your questions. I asked you to ask me some on my YouTube community tab and I got a bunch of questions and I thought I would just answer them while I got ready. I've been filming this eye look, so I'm kind of like midway through filming another video, and I thought instead of just putting my base on and watching a true crime video, I could just answer those questions at the same time. So if you like this eye look, it might already be up. If it is, I'll link it below. If not, it'll be my very next video. Let's just jump into it. I'm gonna link down below what all the products are that I'm using. I'm probably not gonna talk about them all. I'm just gonna do my base and answer questions, and then if you're interested in what I'm using, it will be linked below. First question, is your new relationship getting serious? Miss your dark hair, by the way. Have you thought about going back? Die hard fan. Thank you. Do you know what? I actually do miss my brown hair sometimes, but I also miss my pink hair. But I also love being blonde. I do think blonde is my favourite, but I cannot dye my hair right now. It's so fragile with having dyed it so often. And when I dye my roots, I have to do it twice, so it really causes bad breakage. So I don't know, I think I'm gonna rock the she needs to dye her roots look for a while and then maybe go back to brown. I don't know. I know Greg prefers me blonde, but I also prefer me blonde. And talking of Greg, is it getting serious? Yeah, I'd say it's pretty serious. We've spoken about the future quite a lot. We just get on well. He pushes me, I push him. We annoy each other. It's great. I like him a lot. I love him. So yeah, it's all good in the hood, enjoying it. It's going well. We have lovely days out. Met a lot of his friends, they're all lovely too, so yeah, I'd say going pretty darn well. Sorry about the lighting. I might put the studio lights on in a bit if I need to, but I'm just kind of hoping to avoid them, to be honest. Tattoo. I watched an old Q&A where you said you'd never get a tattoo. What changed your mind? Also, your style is so cool. You've really found a style now. Talk us through the evolution. Yeah, I do have a tattoo now. I went and got quite a big one to start off with. That's my very first one. I was so nervous. I thought there was no way I was going to be able to handle the pain, and it really wasn't bad at all. I got it on my upper thigh. I'll put a picture in, but I will mute out part of it. It's a quote. Well, it's not a quote. It's from 28 Days Later. It was written on the church wall, and 28 Days Later is my favourite movie, and I've wanted that tattoo for a long time, and I have so many more planned. I want to get the I Want to Believe from X-Files. I'm also thinking about a Lord of the Rings tattoo. I want to be covered in tattoos, but I want to be covered in them in places where I can get dressed and they're hidden. I don't really want them out on my arms and stuff where they'll be seen. I don't think. Anyway, not at the moment, so as I get more tattoos I will update you. I don't really know what changed my mind. I've just thought about it for a long time and eventually just did it. My style, I don't know, I quite like more band t-shirts and baggy ripped jeans and stuff now. I don't know, I think I always used to just dress a certain way to keep certain people happy, and now I'm kind of coming more into my own. That's another thing about the tattoos. I always I knew how much it would upset my family if I got a tattoo, and my goodness are they upset about my tattoo. And I don't know, I feel like as I'm getting older I'm making decisions for myself that don't hurt other people physically or anything. Obviously my family, my parents really don't like my tattoo and they're quite upset that I got it, but it's not hurting anyone really, you know. And I feel like I'm starting to live my life more now for myself and not worrying about what other people think so much. Obviously I love and respect my family very much, but I can't let what other people think of things affect how I live my life anymore. So I feel like even on my live on Saturday, in that regard, I was swearing and stuff. I would never have done that before because I know how much it upsets people, but I don't know, I just feel like I need to be me more and stop trying to act a certain way to keep some people happy. Anyway, that's the story of my tattoo. You know, it doesn't mean I'm a devil worshipper. Moving on. Do you have a skincare routine? How is your skin so clear even after using so many different products? What's your secret of not getting a breakout? Honestly, I think I'm just really lucky. I think my skin's really good to me. I usually just get like a bad period spot every so often. Like this is the remnants of my last one. But apart from that, I do think my skin's just really good to me. It's very normal. I don't have a skincare routine. You're lucky if I do skincare twice in a month, to be quite honest. I always forget. I usually forget to put SPF on. I usually forget to moisturise. I haven't even moisturised today. So yeah, I think it's more just luck, to be quite honest, because I really don't look after my skin the way other people do, which I'll regret in a few years, I'm sure. But like on the whole, I do feel like I'm just quite lucky with my skin. Yeah. That probably doesn't help, I'm sorry. I've never finished your Melissa's Life series. I've been desperate for the other part for years. That's the other thing when I'm talking about like living my own life and like saying what I really think and acting like more like me and not like trying to like make myself better, like come across better online. Like I'm really worried about part 2 because it's gonna go into like nittier and grittier stuff, and I feel like if anyone in my family watches it, they'll be like, what? But so I'm a bit worried about talking about some certain stuff, but I will do part 2 at some point, I promise. As I'm kind of, you know, being more myself, maybe that part will come soon. We'll see. I hope so. Best way to clean beauty blenders? Still yet to find one. Also, how's your mental health? Has the boyfriend helped a lot? Best way to clean beauty blenders? I just like a solid brush soap. So I'm using the Makeup Revolution one right now, but I really like the blank canvas one. And honestly, in a pinch, just a bar of soap. Just wet your sponge, rub it on the soap, like rinse it out, wet your sponge, rub it on the soap. That's always how I clean them, and it works perfectly well. Mental health's pretty good. I came off all of my antidepressants probably like 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago now. I just came off them. I'm not recommending that you do this. Please consult your doctor. I honestly, like, what started it is I ran out and I couldn't get a doctor's appointment, even phoning the emergency line. I spent one morning phoning them for like, I don't know, an hour trying to get an emergency appointment. I couldn't even get through to a receptionist, so then I didn't have them for a few days and I felt okay, and then I felt rubbish for quite a long time. So don't come off them cold turkey. If you're on them, please consult your doctor, but I'm not on them anymore and I feel pretty good. Greg's definitely helped, but I think like summer's helped, like the weather's been nicer. I feel like I've been quite productive on my YouTube channel. My cats bring me a lot of joy. My friends bring me a lot of joy. I think it's just a few different things has helped. That's glitter fallout. But yeah, Greg certainly helped. He's just a very supportive, encouraging man. But yeah, please don't do what I did and just come off of it. It's actually very bad for your health to do that. So don't do it. And I did suffer for a while after doing it myself, but not on them anymore. And pleased I'm not, but if I had to go back on them, I wouldn't be ashamed of it or anything, because it's just chemicals in your brain that we need a wee bit of help sometimes. That's all it is. So I'm gonna use my ABH cream bronzer again. YouTube question: indie brand and mainstream brand you'd love to collab with. Random question: favourite flavour of crisps? That's very easy. It's the Co-op ones. They're the sea salt and Chardonnay, white wine vinegar, or whatever they're called. I've eaten them like every day for like 10 years and I still don't remember the full name. They're the best crisps, hands down, in the world. If you don't like salt and vinegar, you will definitely not like them because they are intense, like blow your mouth off flavour, but they're the best. And mainstream brand, do you know what, I'd really quite like to collab with Beauty Bay because I feel like they really know how to make eyeshadows. Makeup Revolution would be a bit of a dream. Anastasia Beverly Hills, any big brand that I really love most of the products from would be good. Indie brand, maybe Lois Cosmetics, because again, she really knows how to make an eyeshadow formula, so I would trust that it would come out real good. I wouldn't be worried about like the quality or anything. And it's a really small indie brand and the owner's really nice too, so yeah, probably Lois Cosmetics. And then if I had to pick one mainstream, oh, I really need to get this hair off my face. I mean, if it really was the pick of the bunch, probably ABH, because I really like ABH and they know how to do good eyeshadows. Like Norvina Palette 5 was just amazing, so yeah, probably ABH. How do you manage to balance filming with everyday life? Well, to be honest, all I do is really film. I'll like film so that I've got a week's worth of videos done, and then I can take a couple of days off and like go on road trips with Greg or like do other stuff and not need to film. But when you don't really have a big social life, it's not that difficult. I'm a bit of a hermit, and I also love being on my own. Like, I love spending time with Greg, but I do love having my own time and space. So like, we don't see each other every day, and so I've got a lot more time, and this is like my hobby, so I enjoy sitting doing it, so it's not like a struggle for me. What's the next palette you're thinking of getting? What palette is on the chopping block for the next declutter? Next one, I'd quite like the Glamlight Michaela palette. I'd also quite like the Kaleidos Flower Punk. I've not really seen any new palettes advertised that are coming out that I'm like desperate for. I've seen the little Natasha Denona. There's a mini black one, and if there is a full size of that palette would be bought by me, because I love black and grey smoky palettes, and I feel like the Glam palette wasn't quite smoky enough, but this little mini one, hopefully I've got the picture on screen. Like, if there's going to be a big version of that, that would be a palette I would get for sure. Next palette on the chopping block. I don't know. I think I'm really happy with my collection as it is right now, to be quite honest. I think it's all doing bits for me, you know. Describe your dream eyeshadow palette if you were to make one. It's not going to involve cat hair anyway. Ooh, purples, oranges, pinks, yellows. It's going to have a black in it. It's probably going to have a white in it. Some really intense shimmers, like maybe some duochromes. Just something you could, like, quite a sunset-y palette with blue, hints of blue in it. It's not going to be neutral with a pop of blue. It's going to be quite sunset-y with a pop of blue, or like an all blue palette. That would be cool. But not just like a rainbow palette. Something a wee bit more interesting. I don't feel like I'm the most creative person on the planet though, so I don't know if I'd be the best at coming up with a palette. We'll see if it ever actually happens. That would be cool. I would love to do something like that one day. I just, I don't even know how you would start that, to be quite honest. I'm going quite makeup heavy today, aren't I? I'm just absolutely piling it on. But I feel like this kind of eye look can take a lot of makeup, right? Or are you all sitting at home like, what on earth are you doing to your face, Melissa? How did you start out with makeup and being on PR lists? I started off just randomly. My ex bought me a camera because he knew that I loved watching makeup on YouTube, so he bought me a camera, and then I just started one day. And your first few videos are always going to be awful. You just need to get past it and then you'll be fine. And PR lists is just buying some products, like buying what you can afford from a brand and then tagging them, or like whatever you have, just use it and tag the brand. Just tag them until they notice you. And sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. A lot of it is down to luck. Like if a brand just happens to look at Instagram at a certain time and you've just posted and you've tagged them, you know? A lot of it is just luck. But getting reposted on like reposting accounts as well, like Wake Up and Makeup and stuff like that, really helps you get noticed by brands. Yeah, hard work. Keep posting, post every single day. If you're showing brands that you're actually posting every single day and really working hard, they're more likely to like want to put you on their PR list. That's what I think anyway. 5 favourite palettes of all time. I know Friendcation will be one. Yeah, Friendcation, Carnival Love Tahiti, Carnival XL Pro, probably, oh I don't know, Beauty Bay Pastels, and maybe Beauty Bay Bright Mattes. If I had to only keep 5, probably those. They're all excellent. Will we be getting more Greg videos? He's so funny and you really bounce off each other. Yeah, I'm going to do his makeup very soon. I just don't know what to do, and I'm like, I don't know if I should do like a pure drag makeover, like, which I'm bad at anyway, but it would just be funny. Or if I should, like, I was thinking something like just dark and grungy and smoky. I don't know, but he's so game. He is up for me putting makeup on him, and he's you know, it's not his thing, so he might think it's all a bit silly, but he's so game for it, and that's really cool because previous people were not game at all because they were really worried about looking silly and stuff, whereas he's game. So I will be doing his makeup soon, and I'm vlogging every week, so I'm sure he'll be in some of the vlogs. Yeah, there will be more Greg, don't worry. If you could do a video collab with one person, who would it be? Ooh, probably Nikki Tutorials, and see if she'll do like some of her like really extreme dramatic makeup, because I feel like I could do it with her. I do feel like I'm pretty good at like bold makeup and not just like more simple looks, and I feel like she's done quite a lot of that too, so we would probably get on quite well like doing those kind of looks together. Yeah, probably Nikki. I don't know. ShanXO for more like for like old time's sake, because she is the one that got me into YouTube and got me into makeup as well, so ShanXO would be a good shout. I was gonna say like all my pals, like Teresa and Elaine. Oh, do you know who I'd like to do another collab with? Rosie. I want her to give me money so I can just buy her a whole outfit, well like a haul of clothes again, and see if I hit the nail on the head. I love Rosie's hauls, they're my favourite. I'm going to use Benefit Cookie and you're all just going to have to deal with it. If you could achieve one thing with your YouTube Instagram, what would you like it to be? Ooh, I feel like I should say something like world peace or something. I mean, on a personal level, I'd like to get to 100k on YouTube. I think that would be like the biggest achievement ever. And I don't know, I don't think it will happen. I think I'm quite stagnant at my size, which is fine, but I think just for me it would be quite cool to get to 100k. Same with Instagram really. I'd quite like them to be maybe more profitable, because I am like looking for another job. It's just been quite difficult, probably with the pandemic, like less companies are able to like offer sponsorships and stuff, and also I don't really take many sponsorships anyway, but maybe yeah, a wee bit more profitable, hit my goals, and then just use it to build other people up. Like I love being able to shout out other creators that are maybe smaller and work really hard, and I think more people should see them, so I really enjoy doing that actually. So just yeah, a platform where other people can be seen as well, if maybe their following is smaller, because I know how good it feels to be shouted out by like a bigger account, and I know I am bigger than some people, so I know I can be that for them. So do you know what I mean? I don't know, I think that makes me sound like really big-headed, but I hope it doesn't come across that way. Highlighting my highlight. Highlight. Talk to me. If you could give your old self from 2 years ago any advice, what would it be, and what are your hopes for the future? Well, I would tell myself, Melissa, pull yourself together. Stop begging that stupid man to not leave you, because actually you're going to turn into a way better person without him. That's probably what I'd say. Would I have believed myself back then? No, because everyone told me you're going to be fine, you're going to get over it, eventually it'll all be fine. I didn't believe them, did I? No. No. I want a horse. So I hope I can earn enough money to have a horse. Simple, I know. I just want a horse. I just love them so much. More cats as well. What is your ultimate career goal? Oh, let me think about it. I guess ultimate goal would just be to have a successful YouTube channel that like paid the bills and had some longevity to it. Launch my own makeup brand would be cool, but I'm also of the school of thought if there's so many brands out there already, they don't really need me, and anything would have to be super sustainable that I was doing. Oh, that Fenty setting spray is like an angel blowing on you. Who inspired you to start your channel? ShanXO. 100% ShanXO. I discovered her videos first out of anybody's and I was enthralled. I'd say her style's kind of changed since I started watching her like 6 years ago, which is not a surprise. So I actually don't really watch all of her videos anymore, but I still think she seems like a really genuinely lovely person. I don't think she's like let fame get to her head. Like, I don't know. ShanXO though, I just think she seems like a good egg, and I'm glad she's got success, and I don't know, she just seems like a nice person. I want to put more blush on because I feel like it doesn't look that intense. Are you going to keep vlogging? Today's video was great. Yes, I'm hoping to do one vlog a week, or at least one every 2 weeks, but if it's every 2 weeks then that vlog will be like over a few days. But they will be for sausages only after the first couple, just because I don't really like going live. Like, I don't really enjoy it. I find lives quite stressful, so it's just going to be like a perk of being a sausage, which is a Patreon if you don't know. So yeah, if you want to see more of that, become a sausage, link down below. But I enjoyed vlogging actually. I just need to make sure like it's not always just me sitting at home doing nothing. I need to make sure I'm going out and doing something interesting. But like me and Greg, we're going to go up to Oban again soon. I thought I could vlog that, show you a bit of Scotland, especially like for the non-Scottish people. Even like the English viewers gave me a really good response, like seeing parts of like Scotland. And I just thought it was so nice like showing people it. So yeah, keep vlogging. It wasn't a fart, it was my foot. Not sure if you've answered this in any other video, but what could you picture yourself doing and are working in if YouTube doesn't exist? More so, any passion other than makeup. Love your channel, by the way. If it could be anything, I would work with horses, 100%. Like riding horses, owning horses, competing horses. That would be my ultimate goal. That would be everything. That's my other passion, is horses. I've always loved them, always will. They're just the bee's knees. In fact, I applied for a job today working with horses, part-time, so I can keep my YouTube channel, of course. I forget how glowy that iconic London setting spray is. What else have we got? Did you take any makeup courses to become amazing at makeup? Well, thank you, that's very nice of you to say. No. Just watch tutorials and most of all practice. I used to do like 3 makeup looks a day, and yeah, just practice. Practice makes perfect. What hobby do you enjoy outside of your YouTube life and your love of horses? You know me too well. Other hobbies? Finding the best fish and chips in Scotland. That's a hobby, is it? Reading? Shopping? Charity shop shopping? Swimming? Ice skating? Go-karting, paintballing, crazy golf, bowling. I love everything. Cinema, movies, big hobby. Love movies. Love movies. Love series. Love talking about them. Love watching reviewers talk about them. Everything about movies. Let me put a lash on. Do you wear some of your dramatic eye looks out in public, or do you just play with bright colours at home? That's actually a good question. I ask my friends that too, like the friends of mine that do bright makeup. I'm like, do you go out like that? And they all say yes, and I would happily go out like this. I think I'm wearing a lot of makeup, and like I do prefer being kind of more natural in public, but I would go out like it and not like think, like be worried about it, you know what I mean? Like usually, to be honest, I just get compliments. Little kids will like walk up to me like, just stare at me. It's really funny. And old ladies will shake their heads at me, which is also funny. But no, I don't mind just going out with crazy makeup on. But I wouldn't like go out with crazy makeup on if I was like meeting Greg's granny for the first time or something, you know? That's when I'm more natural. When did you start doing makeup? Oh, I don't know. I think my channel's what, 3 years old? 3.5 years old, so probably like 3.5 years ago. When I really got into it, I just started filming immediately, so I mean my makeup was awful back then. I should do a video like reacting to my first videos because they're so bad. But to be honest, I just look back at myself and I'm like, oh, you're so cute and you're trying so hard to sound professional. I think it's like sweet. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? Don't say 5 years older. I don't know. I'd like to be living in the country with horses, still doing my YouTube, with the man I love and my cats. Just happy. Maybe being able to afford going on a holiday every year, because I've never been able to do that. Just a bit more, you know, secure financially. That's probably it. I'm not very ambitious in that regard. I just want to be comfortable and happy. And if I could have horses as well, that would be the dream come true. That's a really boring answer and I do apologise. Any dating updates? Got a boyfriend. That's probably it. And not only do I have a boyfriend, but you see, like, through Greg I've met the nicest group of people that just like welcomed me in with such open arms, and it's made me feel really accepted, and I think that's like helped my mood be happier as well. It's like I've always been the kind of person that does panic about what people think about me, which is stupid, but we all do it. Yeah. Are you still looking for a job, or did Greg fill that spot? I mean, getting out and talking to people. Does Greg call you Melissa? No, he calls me Miss. He won't call me Missa, and I'm not letting him call me Melissa, so he calls me Miss. I'm still looking for a job, yes. I do just want to hang out with people again, and I miss like having work friends. That probably sounds weird, but I also quite like the having more of a routine and a schedule, because when it's just me on my own, like, I can lose motivation quite fast. But if I've got a job that I have to go to, then I'll be more motivated with my YouTube channel. So definitely still looking for a job. I applied for a few today. Applied for a few, like, I'm actively looking now. Took a few weeks off looking, and I am once again looking. Just very much so part-time though, so that I can keep doing my YouTube. I don't want to like lose any of my schedule on YouTube. I like my 3 videos a week, and I also want to vlog. So yeah, definitely still looking. Yes, blue mascara, come through. Right, this is the question I'm going to end on, because I need to go and finish actually filming this eye video that I'm doing. Would you get married again? Yes, but I don't want a wedding again. I would quite happily just run off to Vegas or run off to Gretna Green and get married that way with no one there, so it wouldn't bother me at all, because I've already had the big wedding and turned out for nothing. So I would definitely get married again, but absolutely zero fuss to be made. Right, I'm gonna go finish off filming this other video, and then I'll come back and say bye when I've got a lip on, because it'd be weird if I just said bye right now, and I'll show you this with my studio lights on. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, finished my makeup, answered the vast majority of the questions. Sorry if I didn't answer yours. Let me know in the comments and I'll just answer it in a comment if I didn't reply. Makeup's done. Like I said, everything will be linked down below, and this eye makeup will probably actually be up already, so if you missed that video, I'll link it again. I hope you enjoyed this. Just a chatty one where I did my base, Sylvia. I hope you enjoyed just watching me do my base. I know you love that. Yeah, thanks all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. 3 to 4 videos a week from me. And I'm going to piss off. Have a lovely day, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye!